Texas, known as the Lone Star State, is one of the most iconic and diverse states in the United States. Its vast landscapes, rich history, and cultural significance make it a region unlike any other. Stretching from the deserts of West Texas to the piney woods of the east, from the Gulf Coast beaches to the rolling plains of the central regions, Texas is a state of contrasts and immense scale. Covering more than 268,000 square miles, it is the second largest state in the country by both area and population, and its geographic and cultural diversity is reflected in every aspect of life. Geographically, Texas is extraordinary. Its landscapes range from arid deserts and rugged mountains in the west, including the Guadalupe and Davis Mountains, to fertile plains and prairies in the central and northern regions. The eastern portion of the state is covered in dense forests and abundant rivers, creating lush scenery and fertile agricultural land. The Gulf Coast provides sandy beaches, wetlands, and estuaries that sustain a rich variety of marine life and support trade, tourism, and recreation. Major rivers, including the Rio Grande, Red River, Brazos, and Colorado, have historically defined borders, enabled agriculture, and facilitated transportation and settlement. These rivers flow through deserts, plains, and forests, shaping the land and influencing the development of cities and communities. Texas is home to vast natural resources that have shaped its economy and identity. Oil and natural gas deposits discovered in the early 20th century transformed the state into a global energy powerhouse. The Permian Basin, East Texas oil field, and other regions have fueled industrial growth, energy production, and national economic influence. Beyond fossil fuels, Texas has fertile farmland, cattle ranches, and extensive forests, supporting agriculture and livestock industries. Cotton, corn, wheat, cattle, and poultry are major contributors to both state and national economies. This combination of natural resources and economic ingenuity has created wealth, innovation, and opportunity for generations. The state's climate is as diverse as its geography. West Texas is arid, hot, and dry, while the Central Plains experience more moderate temperatures with seasonal rainfall. The eastern regions are humid and forested, benefiting from abundant precipitation, while the Gulf Coast is tropical, subject to hurricanes and warm, wet conditions. This climate diversity enables a wide range of agricultural and ecological zones, from desert-adapted vegetation to pine forests and coastal wetlands. Seasonal weather patterns, including tornadoes and hurricanes, have shaped infrastructure, urban planning, and emergency preparedness across the state. Urban development in Texas reflects both its size and economic importance. Major cities such as Houston, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, and Fort Worth each have unique cultural, economic, and historical identities. Houston, the largest city, is a global hub for energy, aerospace, healthcare, and international trade. Dallas combines corporate headquarters, cultural institutions, and transportation hubs. Austin, the state capital, is renowned for its technology sector, live music scene, and political significance. San Antonio, with its historic missions and the Alamo, preserves the state's colonial heritage and attracts millions of tourists. Fort Worth, known as Cowtown, celebrates the state's ranching and Western traditions while supporting modern commerce. Each city integrates natural features such as rivers, lakes, and green spaces into urban life, balancing growth with the environment. Texas history is integral to its identity. Indigenous peoples, including the Caddo, Comanche, and Apache, thrived in the region for centuries before European settlement. Spanish explorers arrived in the 16th century, establishing missions and settlements, followed by Mexican governance. Texas declared independence in 1836, becoming the Republic of Texas, before joining the United States in 1845. The state played a pivotal role in the Civil War, the cattle drives, the oil boom, and the rise of modern industry, creating a legacy of independence, resilience, and innovation. Historical landmarks such as the Alamo, San Jacinto Monument, and numerous forts and missions tell the story of Texas' journey through time. Cultural diversity is a hallmark of Texas. The state has a rich blend of Anglo-American, Hispanic, African American, Native American, and Asian communities. This diversity is expressed in cuisine, music, festivals, art, and traditions. Tex-Mex food, country and Western music, blues, Tejano, and contemporary arts thrive across the state, contributing to its national and international cultural influence. Local festivals, rodeos, and music events celebrate heritage, while major cultural institutions in cities like Houston and Dallas provide world-class performances and exhibitions. Texas transportation and infrastructure support its economic and social prominence. Interstate highways, railroads, airports, and seaports enable trade, travel, and connectivity. Houston's port, one of the busiest in the nation, links the state to global markets, while airports in Dallas-Fort Worth, Austin, and Houston connect millions of passengers and cargo annually. Highways and rail networks traverse deserts, plains, and urban centers, facilitating commerce and mobility across the enormous state. Tourism in Texas thrives on natural beauty, history, and entertainment. Visitors explore national parks such as Big Bend, Guadalupe Mountains, and Padre Island, hike and camp in forests and mountains, or relax along the Gulf Coast beaches. Historic towns, ranches, and museums offer insight into the state's unique heritage, while major urban centers provide entertainment, arts, dining, and sports experiences. Tourism supports local economies, preserves historic sites, and promotes cultural exchange. In conclusion, Texas is a state of vast landscapes, rich resources, and vibrant communities. Its rivers, plains, forests, mountains, and coastline define its geography, while its economy, culture, and history shape its identity. From oil fields to tech hubs, from ranches to cities, and from deserts to beaches, Texas embodies diversity, opportunity, and influence. The Lone Star State stands as a symbol of independence, resilience, and ambition, offering a unique perspective on the American experience and serving as a region of national and global significance. Texas, the Lone Star State, is not only vast in size but also rich in economic, cultural, and global significance. Its diverse landscapes, abundant resources, and strategic location have shaped a state that is a powerhouse of industry, innovation, tourism, and culture. Understanding Texas today requires a closer look at its economy, urban centers, cultural richness, and role on both the national and international stage. Economically, Texas is one of the most influential states in the United States. Energy production, particularly oil and natural gas, has historically defined the state's economic strength. Major oil fields such as the Permian Basin and East Texas oil field have fueled industrial growth and made Texas a global energy hub. Beyond fossil fuels, Texas is a leader in renewable energy, with wind farms and solar projects expanding rapidly, especially in West and Central Texas. Agriculture remains a cornerstone of the economy, producing cattle, poultry, corn, cotton, wheat, and specialty crops. The combination of energy, agriculture, and industrial innovation positions Texas as a critical contributor to both the national and global economy. Urban centers in Texas serve as engines of commerce, culture, and international connectivity. Houston, the largest city, is a global hub for energy, healthcare, aerospace, and international trade. Its port, one of the busiest in the United States, links Texas to global markets, enabling billions in imports and exports annually. Dallas, with its corporate headquarters, financial institutions, and technology sector, demonstrates the state's modern economic diversity. Austin, the state capital, has emerged as a technology and innovation hub, attracting startups, tech giants, and creative industries. San Antonio preserves Texas' rich colonial history, with attractions like the Alamo and historic missions drawing millions of visitors, while Fort Worth celebrates Western traditions alongside modern business. Each city contributes uniquely to Texas' economic, cultural, and international profile. Tourism is a vital part of Texas' economy, capitalizing on its natural beauty, history, and entertainment. Visitors explore deserts and mountains in West Texas, hike and camp in Guadalupe and Big Bend national parks, or relax on the Gulf Coast beaches. Historic sites, ranches, museums, and cultural events offer insight into Texas' storied past and vibrant heritage. Major cities provide entertainment, arts, music, and sports experiences, attracting tourists from across the United States and around the world. Tourism supports local economies, preserves cultural landmarks, and enhances Texas' international reputation. Cultural diversity is central to Texas' identity. The state has a rich blend of Anglo-American, Hispanic, African American, Native American, and Asian communities. This diversity is reflected in music, cuisine, art, festivals, and everyday life. Tex-Mex cuisine, country and Western music, blues, Tejano, and contemporary arts thrive across the state. Local festivals, rodeos, and community events celebrate heritage while attracting visitors and promoting cultural exchange. This multiculturalism strengthens Texas' social fabric and makes the state a vibrant hub for creativity and innovation. Education and research institutions in Texas contribute to its economic and global influence. Universities such as the University of Texas, Texas A&M, Rice University, and others foster innovation, conduct cutting-edge research, and provide a highly skilled workforce. Programs in engineering, energy, medicine, technology, and business drive entrepreneurship, technological advancement, and international collaboration, ensuring that Texas remains competitive on a global scale. Texas infrastructure and connectivity are critical to its economic and cultural prominence. Interstate highways, railways, airports, and ports facilitate the movement of people, goods, and ideas. Houston's port, Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, and Austin-Bergstrom International Airport connect Texas domestically and globally, supporting commerce, tourism, and international relations. Efficient transportation networks ensure that Texas cities, rural areas, and industrial hubs remain integrated and globally connected. Environmental stewardship is increasingly important in Texas, given its size, population growth, and climate challenges. Coastal regions face hurricanes and flooding, while central and western areas deal with droughts and arid conditions. Conservation efforts, sustainable energy development, and natural resource management are essential for protecting ecosystems, supporting agriculture, and ensuring resilient communities. Parks, wildlife refuges, and protected lands preserve Texas' diverse landscapes, from deserts and mountains to forests and wetlands. In conclusion, Texas is a state where economic power, cultural diversity, and natural beauty converge. Its energy industry, agriculture, technology, and urban centers drive national and global influence. Its diverse population enriches culture, arts, and cuisine, while its natural landscapes support recreation, tourism, and environmental stewardship. From the deserts of West Texas to the Gulf Coast beaches, from bustling cities to quiet ranches, Texas embodies independence, resilience, and opportunity. The Lone Star State is not only a cornerstone of the United States economy, but also a global hub for culture, innovation, and tourism. Its unique blend of natural resources, urban development, and multicultural communities makes Texas a symbol of diversity, ambition, and influence, shaping both national identity and global connections. Texas infrastructure and connectivity are critical to its economic and cultural prominence. Interstate highways, railways, airports, and ports facilitate the movement of people, goods, and ideas. Houston's port, Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, and Austin-Bergstrom International Airport connect Texas domestically and globally, supporting commerce, tourism, and international relations. Efficient transportation networks ensure that Texas cities, rural areas, and industrial hubs remain integrated and globally connected. Environmental stewardship is increasingly important in Texas, given its size, population growth, and climate challenges. Coastal regions face hurricanes and flooding, while central and western areas deal with droughts and arid conditions. Conservation efforts, sustainable energy development, and natural resource management are essential for protecting ecosystems, supporting agriculture, and ensuring resilient communities. Parks, wildlife refuges, and protected lands preserve Texas' diverse landscapes, from deserts and mountains to forests and wetlands.